Hi there, it's me again, your Lavanya. We are continuing the discussion on Unmai vilakkam. We have already seen 34 verses and today we are moving on with the 35th verse. Still with the concept of the cosmic dancer or the concept behind cosmic dance. We have already seen how to visualize the cosmic dance, as in the form of the cosmic dance. Today we are going to discuss about the objective or the goal behind the cosmic dance. Verse number 35 goes this way. Thotram thudi adhanil தோயும் திதி அமைப்பில் சாற்றியிடும் அங்கியிலே சங்காரம் ஊற்றமா ஊன்று மலர்பதத்தில் உற்ற திரோதம் முத்தி நான்ற மலர்பதத்தே நாடு. Today, as we said, we are going to talk about the 5 divine operations. We have already discussed about the 5 operations earlier in the 36 Tattvams itself. Today we are going to go into a little bit more details on that and to say how do we visualize the cosmic dancer and what is the objective of the cosmic dance itself. Now, what are the 5 divine operations? We are very clear about it. The first one is creation. After that is sustenance, and then we are going to dissolve it, dissolution, and then concealment, and finally the revelation or the realization. We are going to discuss about these in the form of cosmic dance right now. So how do we visualize this? When we talk about the form of the cosmic dancer, there is one with a drums in the hand. If you look at the cosmic dancer, there are 4 arms. One arm has a drums in the hand. That particular hand, you need to visualize it as creation. Why? Because when the sound is coming in, we call it as the Nada Tattva. Nada Tattva is the reason for the entire universe. This is the same concept as your Big Bang theory. Everything comes from the sound. So the creation happens using sound. So the sound waves are very important. That is what we call it as Nada Tattva. If you guys remember, or if you can relate with this, the Big Bang theory started only in the 18th or the 19th century, whereas this particular book, this particular text, holy text, is written as early as 11th to 12th century. So you can see how much the Tamilians were very, very strong in the spiritual or the metaphysical level. But just that the only disadvantage we have is we are not able to translate this in English, and that is the reason we were not able to project that yes, we do have this knowledge and we do have this kind of a very strong background in metaphysical level. But once you learn Tamil and you get into this, that's why I said I'm not here to literally translate everything because I may not have the knowledge or skill for that. I'm not an English literature trained. So if you guys want to, I'm just giving a taster. If you want to really understand this in a very detailed level, the only option is you have to learn Tamil, because that's a beautiful language. You will start appreciating the entire concept that is given here in a much more detailed manner. I'm trying on a very superficial level to give this text in English so that at least we know what is there. So if you look at it, the concept of Big Bang theory is given to us right as early as the 2nd century itself in Tirumandiram. But right now we are looking at the Shastras, and that is where we are again reiterating this concept. So coming back, the hand or the arm with the drums is the one where the sound is coming in, the sound waves, which is the reason for the entire universe creation, and that is what we call it as the creation. The next one is the arm, which is in this particular form where it says as if, don't worry, I'm there, I'm going to take care of you. So we call it as the preservation arm, and that is what talks about the sustenance. The operation or the duty, the divine duty with this particular arm, with this particular hand, is to talk about sustenance. The next one is fire. The arm with a fire, the hand which holds on to the fireball, that is called as dissolution, and we are all aware of this. Fire eats up, swallows anything, literally anything, literally. So if there is a fire uncontrolled, it can swallow whatever is around us, including us. That is why the fire, the arm which is holding on to the fire is the duty is taken as dissolution. And the next one is the concealment. The fourth operation that we are looking at is concealment, and the concealment is the main duty of the main part when we are looking at the cosmic dancer, which is related to this. You will need to understand the 2 feet. One feet is in a swaying position, another feet is holding on to the demon, which is called as Muyalagan. We have already seen that it is not a baby, it is a demon, and the demon is not a literal demon over there, it is a representation of our ignorance. In English, usually we say ignorance is bliss, but honestly, according to the Tamil literatures, ignorance is not bliss, and that is the one which is causing our rebirth. So the leg, which is the foot which is holding on to the ignorance, is taken as the concealment, and the feet which is swaying, that is taken as the realization. So what we have to aspire for is the swaying feet, because that is the one which is going to give us the realization. That is one which is going to be our savior, the feet which is going to save us from all these permanent, whatever we are suffering, we are going through, it is going to save us from this suffering and bring us to the ever blissful state, which is Lord Shiva's feet, the feet which is swaying. So when we look at Lord Shiva's cosmic dancer position, we need to look at it in the form of mantra, and we need to understand it in the form of the divine operations. Now, why is he doing these operations? This is what we call it as Una Nadanam. When we say Una Nadanam, Nadanam is literally dance. It is called as the Una dance. Again, I don't want to translate these because these are all technical terms, and it will dissolve the meaning. So it is called as Una dance. And why is this performed? Because he needs to create, he needs to sustain, and he needs to dissolve whatever we are enjoying as of today. In Tamil, in Sanskrit, we call it as Dhanu Karana Bhuvana Bhoham, which means Dhanu means this body, Karanam means our senses and sense organs, Bhuvanam means the world, and Bhogam means the pleasure that we are going through. So, body, senses, the worldly affairs, and at the same time the pleasure that we are enjoying, all these 4 has to be created, has to be sustained, has to be dissolved, has to be concealed, and has to be given in the form so that the life can, of course, the last 2, concealment and realization, is only for soul and not for the Dhanukarana Bhuvana Bhoga. Dhanukarana Bhuvana Bhoga goes through only creation, sustenance, and dissolution. Other than that, it doesn't go through the concealment or the concealment or the realization. The revelation or the concealment is only for the soul. So, in order for the soul to realize this, in order for the soul to get the benefit from this, we need to go through this particular dance position. We need to appreciate this dance position. So, once we see Lord Nataraja in the form of cosmic dancer, we need to understand that he is dancing in order to give us pleasure. He is dancing to create the pleasures that the soul has to go through, so that at one point in time we will get the realization to say whatever we are going through, the worldly pleasures, is never a pleasure, and only Lord Shiva's feet, the swaying feet, is the real pleasure, and we will start longing for that, we will start yearning for that. So with that, we are concluding verse number 35. I'll come back again with the next verse very soon. Until then, bye-bye.